Okay, we're back. This is Techmath2. We're in chapter 12 in the red book. We're looking at number 43. So we're dealing with log equations now. And they're going to give us, this first one is really number 43 and really 45 are calculator problems. And then on 12.5, 53, those are a little bit harder to solve because they're going to give us r and one of those variables. And so those will be a little tougher to solve. These, just plug and chug. And with that, I think they were a little confusing on how they gave us on 43 here. That's on page 531. So take a look at that. To compare earthquakes, this is on the Richter scale. Oh, we've heard of the Richter scale, the intensity, like how much the ground shakes. So if I is 10 and capital I is 5.3 times 10 to the 7th. So I'm going to write that instead of in 5.3 times 10 to the 7th, we're going to write 5, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So that's actually 53 million. Divided by 10. And you can just pop that into your calculator. So the log of 530,000 is equal to, and you hit enter. And that would be 6.7 on the Richter. Ooh, that would be one heck of an earthquake. I think. I don't know. This is an earthquake country. In an electromagnetic amplifier, power gain N in decibels, input P sub 1, output P sub 0, or P sub O, that probably is, are related by formula below. Okay, so find N, find the decibels. If we've got P sub initial, the P sub I is 0.0005. And P sub O, the output is 15 watts. So all we're going to do, 10, don't forget the 10 on that, log 15 divided by 0.0005. And you can put this in your calculator as it stands, just 10, then hit the log button, then do a parenthesis. Well, I think it does a parenthesis. 15 divided by 0.0005 end parenthesis, and hit enter. So it's just a calculator problem. And round to the nearest whole number, that's going to be 45 decibels. All right. Let's look at 45. Let's jump into pH balance. So this one, you have the negative log. So pH is equal to negative, do the negative sign, and then log. And then H in this case is 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1. Remember how we make this from that's a scientific notation number, back into a decimal. If you really wanted to, I guess you could type it in 1 times 10 to the power negative 7, and then parenthesis also. I like to convert it to standard numbers. It's, I don't know, easier for my brain to process it that way. And so pop that into the calculator, hit enter, and that should kick out 7. We're going to round to the nearest whole number. So pH is 7. If you've had pools or whirlpools or anything like that, spas, you have to worry about pH balance. If that's off, it'll irritate your skin when you go in there. Find the pH of sulfuric acid when H is 0.0079. It's actually an easier problem because we just have pH is equal to negative log again, but it's just easier to put in 0.0079. And then hit enter. So that particular part of sulfuric acid would be 2.1. For pH. Okie dokie. So pure water, I guess the higher the number, the more pure it is, it looks like. All right. Okay, let's get to number 53. That is going to be a little harder to do. When we look at 53, we're back to Richters and earthquakes, but this time they gave us R as 7.8 on the Richter scale, and they want to know the intensity, the intensity of the earthquake. So big capital I, little I given is the comparison of the intensity, and that was 10 units. So we can't use our calculator and just do log of, because we don't have that. We have this. So now you're going to have to go back to the first video that we did. Remember, there's a 10 there. So we can write this as an exponential. Always, always, always remember, look, if I take the log base 10 of 100, that's equal to 2. That means 10 to the second power is equal to 100. Logs are just a fancy way of writing exponents. It's whatever this is to what power gives me that. So 10 squared gives me that. So let's rewrite this without the log. So we would say 10, that's the base. This is the power to 7.8 power is equal to the number. And then now we just use our sweet algebra skills. We cross multiply and solve that. Round to 2 significant digits, huh? Okay, so we're going to cross multiply and solve. So let's do that in our calculator. We got 10 to the 7.8 power, and then times 10 again. So that turns out to be this, 630957344.5, and that's equal to I. All right, so they want it only 2 significant digits, remember? So zeros, we're going to zero out everything. We're just going to do 63, and then all of these are going to become zeros. So we're looking at, let's see, they got the same thing, 630 million for the intensity. They have 6.3, they did it in scientific, 6.3 times 10 to the 3, 6, 7, 8. So this is what they have in the book. That's fine. Either one is fine. Personally, I like this better than, they didn't say specifically scientific notation. So, all right. And then let's do a decibel one where they give us the decibels, but they want us to find the other one. All right. So decibels given were, let's see, what does it say? 35. Log base 10. Remember, it's always log base 10 of, and let's see which one of those they gave us. They gave us I sub 1. That's a little number. That's it's 5.6 times 10 to the negative 3. So we'll just go 0.0056 over I sub 2. And round to 2 significant digits for that one also. Okay, so let's take a look. We're going to do, rewrite it as an exponential. So it's 10. This is the power. The one always by itself is the power. I always think of like powerful people. They're lonely. It's all by itself. It's all by itself. All right? Lonely at the top. So we've got 10 to the 35th power. Ooh. Equals 0.0056 over I sub 2. So that means we would cross multiply and solve. So we'd have 10 to the 35th times I sub 2 is equal to 0.0056. And then we would divide by 10 to the 35th. So this is going to be one teeny tiny little answer. So that's an awfully big number in the denominator. So let's see what that looks like on our calculator. .0056 divided by parenthesis 10 to the 35th power n parenthesis. I'm getting 5.6 times, I messed something up here. Oh gosh, I forgot a 10. Wow, would that change it that much? That would change it that much. Yikes. So here we're going to do a little fixo, changeo, reapero here. Look, this is 10 in front of there. I didn't look at the thing close enough. 10 log. Oh, it was on this one too. 10 log. So that 10 is going to profoundly change things, because before we do anything, we'll divide out the 10. And that'll change that to a 3.5. So that decimal is going to make all the difference in the world. 3.5. So add a 3.5 in there. Now let's figure that out. That's going to be 0.0056 divided by parenthesis 10 to the 3.5 power n parenthesis. It's still little. It's 1.77 times 10 to the negative 6. So on the calculator it says 1.77087549 e negative 6. So remember, they're putting it in scientific notation. So this time, instead of writing it as a real number, let's just leave it in scientific notation. 1.7. They only want two significant digits, so 1.8 times 10 to the negative 6. So it did say 1.77, but we made it 1.8 because we're only allowed two significant digits. And so that would be it. If you wrote it out as a number, it would be a decimal point, 5 zeros, and then a 1/8. All right. Lovely, lovely. Let's look at 12.6. On 12.6, we're looking at number 58. They have S is equal to T minus K log M. And they want us to what? Solve for K. Okay. So solve for this. So we're subtract T from both sides. That'll be S minus T is equal to negative K log M. And then we'll divide. Let's do this. Let's divide out the -1 first. So that, everything by -1. So that'll become negative S. That'll become plus T. And then we'll just have K log M. And then we'll divide the log M. So if you did that all in one step, that's fine. And there we go. So in the book, they'll have it T minus S because they don't like writing that extra plus. So they switch them around. Truth be told, I wouldn't really care if you left the negative on the log and left it S minus T. It's fine. Either way. All right. Let's look at another one. 59. F equals D plus K log B. And this one, they want me to solve for D. Oh, that's super easy. So if they want us to solve for D, we just want to get D all by itself. We're just going to say minus K log B. Minus K log B. And we're done. F minus K log B equals D. Alrighty. And that's it for that. So next video will be 12/7.